So welcome back to another video where today we're going to be checking out the new Jurassic World Chaos Theory Darius and baryonix set, which is actually pretty exciting. So, on the box we've got Red the Atrociraptor and Ghost the Atrociraptor on the back. We've got baryonix and Darius and everything. Pretty nice box art. And then down in the corner we've got those two sets, which I already have. I've reviewed those on the channel already. But anyway, I've already opened the box earlier, so let's just slide that out. And then yeah, so inside the box we've got Darius, then the net launcher, and this walkie-talkie. Come on. Oh, the walkie-talkie just went flying. There it is. And then this net launcher, basically, come on. Come on. Man, this net launcher is really worked in there. Okay. Let's see if I can, there we go. So basically the net launcher, you can launch it at dinosaurs and stuff. And you can just stick that in Darius's hand, if he can, yeah, there we go. And I actually already have this net launcher, so I'm probably going to just give it to my little brother. He'd like that. But, anyway, as you can see on the Darius figure, he's got, like, some splotches on his shirt and stuff. And then bringing in, my other Darius figure, which is basically just him, but with a blue shirt. This one actually looks a lot cooler, because, he's been through some stuff. He's got, like, short sleeves all rolled up and stuff. But yeah, here's our two Darius figures anyway. And then the walkie-talkie, actually, I put some detail on there, which is pretty nice. I can get the camera to focus. Come on, camera. Focus! Get that baryonix out of there. The camera can't focus with the Barry in there. But, you can see that they put some detail on there. It looks pretty nice. And Darius, of course, can hold that walkie-talkie. Like he's calling for help and stuff. And then, he can hold that. And then, let's get out the Monolophosaurus. This figure is, like about raptor size. If I bring in a raptor from our last review, yeah, they're like about the same size. But anyway, this one's kind of like a grayish light blue color with like a yellow stripe and stuff. Arm articulation, can move forward and backwards, and same with the legs. And then there's tail articulation, and then there's also jaw articulation. The teeth are huge on this thing. I don't like that on these figures, but anyway, we've also got neck articulation. And then you can pause the video if you want to scan that scan code. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yeah, so you can pause the video if you want to scan that. And now, for the main event, we've got the leucistic, or whatever, how you say it. I don't know. Yeah, we're just going to snip those ties. And then we've got the baryonix here. Now, this figure actually, oh my gosh, the tail is so short. I don't like it. Ugh. I mean, this is pretty cool. But, as you can see, the whole figure is, like, basically just white. The claws are painted, and these claws on the hands are also painted. The dew claw is not, of course. But, this figure looks pretty nice. They put, like, a nice iridescent shine on it. The inside of the mouth is also painted with the teeth and stuff. And then the eye, the eye area, because it has no eye, there's, like, some darkish gray. And articulation-wise, we've got some tail articulation on a ball joint, and then a little bit of articulation on the end of the tail like that. And then leg articulation, of course, it moves forward and backwards. Not really out, in and out. There's some foot swiveling, and then arm swiveling, of course. And then neck movement, actually, is kind of stiff, but it's pretty smooth. And then, of course, the jaw articulation, which you've probably already seen, opens pretty wide. I bring in my other baryonix figure. This one actually does have eyes. Yeah, this one is actually bigger. And it looks a lot more, kind of like more accurate to baryonix in the Jurassic franchise than this old one. Come on. Keep your mouth shut. This is my old baryonix figure, guys. But, yeah, the Dino Rivals baryonix compared to this new Chaos Theory one. Yeah, the Chaos Theory one is definitely bigger, for sure. But, like, subscribe, whatever. Those are all the figures we have today. So, yeah, like, subscribe, whatever. I'll see you on the next video, and goodbye!